Thank you. Hi guys, welcome back to lmarievita family. Today I'm going to be talking about life in the UK test. Recently, I had to do my life in the UK test because Edward and I have been married for over 5 years now. And in order for me to apply for indefinite leave to remain, I needed to do a life in the UK test. When I decided to study, first of all, I had no intention of buying the physical book to go through it because I would have been bored. Don't get me wrong, I am interested in history and I do like learning about history, but I just felt like it wouldn't have been a good use of my time. So I went on YouTube and I found 2 different YouTube channels that were extremely helpful, and I've made a note of them. One is called UK Life Prep and Tom Bradford. UK Life Prep, I tell you what, even when I was just maybe cleaning the house or in the bathroom doing something, maybe putting my makeup on, or something that takes a while to do, I would always put UK Life Prep on and listen to his videos, and I would learn so much within that small space of time. No, I did not buy the official Life in the UK book. I didn't buy it. However, I did purchase the official Life in the UK question and answer because I wanted to go through it myself to familiarize myself with a few of the questions just to see where I was at. And when I first started it, I was getting like 70% and then it went from 70 to 80%, and then it went from 80 to 90. By the time I got to over 90%, I was getting all the questions right. So the Life in the UK test, it is like 24 questions and you have to get 75% right. So you have to get 18 questions right. So if you think about it, if you study to do the test, you can more than pass the test. So what I did was I listened to those 2 YouTube channels, and I will put the link in my description so that you can go and have a look. Guys, please be careful because there are so many rip-off like Life in the UK books out there on question and answer, because I think at one point Edward got me one, but it is not the official Life in the UK book, so I didn't want to waste my time going through that, and then when I got there to do my exam, I'm seeing questions that I don't even understand. So I didn't go through it. I actually went and got the official Life in the UK question and answer, and that was very, very helpful. So when we booked the first appointment to do my Life in the UK test, it was meant to be in Leicester. So we got to Leicester and you're told that you're supposed to show up 30 minutes before the time. So we showed up 30 minutes before the time, and we had issues because my biometrics card have Lisa Wallace on it still, and I don't understand why, because in my passport it says Lisa Pat-Drury-Lowe because I've changed my name. Anyway, long story short, we put Lisa Pat-Drury-Lowe, and then on my card it has Lisa Wallace. That was an issue, so I wasn't able to do the actual test when we booked it the first time. So that was 50 quid down the drain. Thank you very much. And we had to rebook another test. So we rebooked another test, and I had it done in Nottingham last Sunday. And to be honest, it wasn't that bad once you study for the test. And honestly, if you can spare a few quid, which it wasn't very much, it's like 4 or 5 quid to pay for the question and answer official Life in the UK, that I tell you what, I'm not saying that's all you need, because I did do a bit of research and I did take the time out, as I said, to listen to UK Life Prep. Just go on UK Life Prep and also Tom Bradford, and you will get all the things that you need. You really and truly don't need to spend money buying the hard copy of the book, because as long as you're willing to learn, you will get all the information you need. So anyway, got there, and I will tell you something. The actual exam itself, the questions, the UK question and answer that I paid for, and I was doing it as it was like mock test, and I was doing that for a few days before I went to do the test. Quite frankly, the test itself was easier than the mock exams. which was surprising. So when I got to the exam, when I did it, it took me about 6 minutes to do the actual test, because they give you 45 minutes to do the test and you have to get 75% right. So you have to get 18 right. So 24 questions and you have to get 18 right. And it took me 6 minutes to go through the actual test, and then I took a few more minutes just to double check. So guys, when you go to do your life in the UK test, don't go through it like Speedy Gonzales. Take your time, even if you know exactly what you're doing, because it's not like I was unsure of what my answers were, but I just, for my sanity, I just wanted to double check and just to make sure that, you know, all borders are covered. And I didn't change any of my answers. They were still the same, but I just felt better just double checking them. Oh, I will say, guys, when you go to do your life in the UK test, it is much better to show up with less, you know, if you drove a car or someone took you there and is waiting for you, leave most of your item in the car except your identification. And if you don't really need your phone, don't take your phone. Less is better, because you're not going to need it in the exam anyway. So I only had my phone and my car, just in case Edward moved the car or something like that. And when the test was through, you know, we came back out and sat down, and then this lady called us in a room and verbally told us if we passed or failed. And so she only verbally told me that I passed. And no, they don't tell you how much your score is, like, or, you know, so clearly it was, you know, either 18 or over 18 for you to pass. But she just verbally told me that I passed. And then she said that in 10 minutes they will be sending me an email confirmation to, you know, to say that I passed. But overall, it was not a bad experience, and it was not a bad experience because I was overly prepared for it. As I said, I did not have the option to fail because my resident card expires on the 13th. And if I did the test 2 weeks ago, then I wouldn't have been in this position. So if 2 weeks ago I was able to do the test in Leicester, then it would have been okay if I failed the test, because I would have been able to do it a week after. But given the fact that I did it last Sunday and I didn't really have the room to fail, I made sure that I double prepared for it. And it wasn't too bad, guys. All you need to do is just go on YouTube, look up the two guys that I told you about, and do a bit of research if you're unsure about things. Like, there are a few things that you should concentrate on. Make sure that you know who St. David is, who St. George is, who St. Patrick is. Know all the saints. Know the flower, which flowers is associated with the UK, with Wales, with Scotland, and read up about the Iron Ages, the 17th century, find out what kind of sport is more popular in the UK. It's things like that. To be honest, as I said, it wasn't too bad. So if you are going to be doing your life in the UK test soon, all the tips that I have given you so far should help you to better equip yourself to pass, and you will not have any issue, guys. It's like a sign of relief because I don't have to do it again, thankfully. But I wish you guys all the best. I just wanted to come on here and just talk a bit about my experience, and my experience was not a bad one, to be honest. So just prepare yourself and you will not have any issue. I do hope my video was helpful, and if you have any question, feel free to ask. I don't have any problem to answer them. Take care, and I wish you all the luck in the world, everyone out there who is preparing for life in the UK test. Until next time.